I'm the biggest star on the card. Yeah. I'm the guy that's like people want to see. I'm in the biggest fight. I got the best resume. Like I ain't even gonna say resume because they try to trash it, but I'm the most accomplished too. So just to put me on like his undercard, it really don't make no sense.
I didn't even look at the card. I just assumed that was the main event.
What I'm saying.
I didn't know he was on the undercard.
Yeah, but I heard that it's kind of like what's happening in Times Square. They like all main events.
Okay,
you know what I mean? Like kind of co-main or main.
But like even if they was main event, take me out that card. What do you think that card does? Like nobody really gonna pay attention to it. They paying attention to it because it's me.
Yeah, I mean you're the only multi-division champion, so I hear you. I hear your argument. But as far as Turkey, I'll touch on that too.
What's good, YouTube family? It's your boy KB, back to get boxing is just due. And y'all make sure y'all give me my just due. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and turn that bell icon on so you can be notified when I drop more content. And we gonna get right to it. So, Shakur Stevenson, popular topic, man, for better or for worse, man. He went on the Breakfast Club the other day, and he gave his thoughts on the current placement of this upcoming card, July 12th, where they got him as the co-main event versus William Zepeda, and they have Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz as the main event. Mind you, a non-title fight in which Berlanga more than likely probably gonna lose. A lot of people already picking him to lose. But the story is, Shakur went on the Breakfast Club and he gave his thoughts, and he said, people pretty much, watching this fight or this card because of me. I mean, you take me off the card and how many people gonna watch it? He basically letting it be known, look, I'm the main event and I should be treated accordingly. And I guess Edgar Berlanga didn't take too kindly to Shakur's comments. So he went on Instagram and he reposted the video, and he had a little caption telling Shakur, it's crazy that he was telling people it was a double co-main event. A double co-main event, I've never heard of that in boxing. So I don't know what the hell Edgar Berlanga is talking about. But he said he told everybody it was a double co-main event. And, he gonna put people to sleep and Edgar's gonna wake them back up. And he said, when you see me, don't shake my hand. I don't want to break your hand before the fight. All this different stuff, And I just think it's corny. Why I think it's corny? Because Edgar Berlanga, you have Shakur Stevenson's number. You don't have to be an internet guy. And it goes to show me that nowadays dudes rather, solve or put an issue out there on the internet than call that man directly and get some straightening. It was clearly that it wasn't a diss. If we're being honest, Shakur Stevenson versus William Zepeda is a bigger, more anticipated fight than Hamza Shiraz and Edgar Berlanga. Just being honest, it is. And it's a title fight at that. He shouldn't be the co-main than you. He's far more accomplished. He's the most accomplished fighter on the card by far. So he shouldn't be no co-main event to a guy that lost every single round to Canelo Alvarez. And shout out to Shakur, but I wouldn't apologize for shit I said. Everything he said was right on point. He stand on what you said, but at the same token, he feels like Edgar Berlanga is a brother, so he also reached out and let him know he didn't mean it that way. And, Edgar took it the wrong way, which I think he did. I think he's being a bit too sensitive. I mean, there's no surprise there. That's how these boxers are nowadays. A lot of these dudes are very sensitive when it comes to their careers, and to a certain degree, I understand. But in this case, I mean, I don't really feel like what Edgar Berlanga said was too crazy, right? He's just talking some trash. And I'm pretty sure when it's all said and done, those guys will be cool at the end of the day. So, I don't see this as a really big deal. But Edgar Berlanga is running around with tons of jewelry, referring to himself as the face of boxing, and wanting to be praised as a legend for losing every round to Canelo Alvarez. I got news flash, bro. Losing every round to one of the absolute most accomplished fighters in boxing doesn't make you a legend. You get what I'm saying? I respect the opportunity. I respect that, you tried your best, but it just wasn't enough. I didn't knock you for the loss to Canelo Alvarez, but the way you went around, almost celebrating as if the world was supposed to praise you just for going the distance when every other opponent been going the distance with Canelo since about 2021, and the last guy he stopped was Caleb Plant. Since then, it's been all decision victories for Canelo Alvarez. So I just don't understand Edgar Berlanga's train of thought. He has a very inflated ego, and the way he sees himself is just is so far removed from reality. You know, he's not this star that he thinks he is. I mean, those 16 first-round knockouts got a lot of people eyes open, but once you are unable to continue to deliver those first-round knockouts, people got to see your deficiencies and what you lack in the sport of boxing. And as a result, you know, people are just not that high on Edgar Berlanga. For me, I think he's a good fighter. I think he's an improving fighter. I don't care about his petty beef with Shakur Stevenson. That means nothing to me. They'll figure it out. They men at the end of the day. But I think he's a good fighter. And I think he got a hell of a fight coming up against Hamza Shiraz, which I truly respect him for getting in there and fighting that guy. But at the same token, that doesn't make you the main event. I don't think you should be the main event over Shakur Stevenson, and damn near everybody else I've spoken to, I've heard speak on it, feels the same way. They almost feel like, not even almost, people feel like Shakur is directly being slighted and punished for being on the undercard of an Edgar Berlanga fight that's going to be a non-title fight. It just doesn't make a lot of sense, man. But that's my thoughts, man. Y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Is Edgar Berlanga tripping? Is he being too sensitive? And should Shakur Stevenson have to apologize? And as always, let me know if I gave boxing its just due, because that's what I do over here, Just Do Boxing. To the next one, I'm out. Peace.